Okay. Alright, OBS is working again. Hello, welcome. Doing more Stormblood main story quests. And yeah, let's get into it. That was unlike any battle I've ever seen. I'm not entirely sure how I survived it, to be honest. One wrong step and I would have lost my will to that fiend for the rest of my days. 'Tis a sobering thought. Lise is certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemy's aid in battle. I think I shall make a habit of checking for primal influences before our meetings from now on. We encountered our fair share of enthralled outside the palace, enough to delay us from lending you a timely hand, I'm afraid. Well fought, yo, Ehrenvold, that was a near thing. Aye, our stand against the Quela would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd been enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous the primals can be. I should have got. It's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own work carefully in the future. You can be sure the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Querlin kept keeping their weapons spring and to mind. Your primal servant is betrayed by Azora. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sir Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Yastola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragfried was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the word in which for the world, if you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth taking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphanote. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you are not interrupted. Yo, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Rabun Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Rabon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety. And thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Arenvald is of an age with Fordola, both of them born Alamegan. One never wanted his Garlean blood, and the other tried to become Garlean but could never be. Similar yet opposite, which would go some way to explaining the tension between them. I went to see Fordola in her cell again. She did turn the tide of battle after all, and I thought it only right to thank her. But she wouldn't listen, said she neither wanted nor needed my gratitude, and that I should go away. I don't know if I'll ever understand her.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope you were still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be
right
glad to
back.
aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
Apologies.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Al Amigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
It seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed me for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. I must assume Father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside Ilda, treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. I have asked enough of you, Yo. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Lise must be overjoyed to know that General Alden is staying, though I suppose I shouldn't call him General anymore. Rovan is the veteran of 100 battlefields. Lise could ask for a more reliable ally. Couldn't have asked for a more reliable ally to have at her side. I think it's about time I headed back to Raggar's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alzay will be here, eager to hear recent events, so I shall join you if you have no objections. I'd welcome the company, Yo. Why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? Oh, neat. Okay. Eventually. Just for a little while. Till I have to do something with combat. Well, here we go again. Alphinaud has regaled me with the thrilling tale of hidden treasure trails, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard the reports of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Quella. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kind still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will never beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in Rira and tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of Quela's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of chance? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the resistance new recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. When Conrad passed his command to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Raugar's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Ruban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift wrath which stirred the fury of the seas. But there is generosity ended. With coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much Jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Okay. These things are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Ah, just like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Tissue. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Have you read the reports? First Doba, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword? Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Nay, Lord Xenos lives? Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Okay. First part of patch is done. They've been quiet since their treachery in the throne room, but the Quailants are a problem we need to solve at some point. Yo, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we are in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. And we have you and the Sotona to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence in Ragar's reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly, a bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're consulting having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now, not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Quaylen, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Quaylen thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Yo, there you are. Alphanode, Alize, is everything alright? We've received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than she didn't say, only that we should come to Kogane right away. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alize is determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister, I have not given up on trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. Give Tataru a hug for me, alright? I hope all goes well in Kogane. Safe travels.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice. We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Dorma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest? Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
The informant awaits your pleasure in the backstreets of Sancho Hamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kugane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and an excellent plan. without further ado, then let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hamachi. Given the Empire's movements, it seems highly probable that Goetsu and Yatsuyu were indeed in Kogane, yet I can offer no explanation as to why they should be together. You have had bad dealings with the informants in the city, have you not? Perchance you are already acquainted with this one. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It's been a while, my friends. Yes, a long while indeed. This motherfucker. I knew it. Give you any funding business and you know what will happen, I trust. No funny business. Only loyal servants to the finest quality service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I've half a mind to call Lise. No, Lise, I beg you, no boots. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yatsuyu. High and low, far and wide, come to enlist my help they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And have you decisive information? Sorry. Were the individuals cited here indeed Goetsu and Yatsuyu? Alas, see them with mine own eyes, I did not. But the Imperials are confident, yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here's something they do not know. A rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rodigan samurai appeared on Kagone Dori with a beauteous maiden and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. Was no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you collaborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of the Shoryu Shinken. Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know any better, I'd think he lent you money. He will help you, I am certain. While you speak with them, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure. But is it wise to let Namazu out of our sight? No, he will betray us. No more betrayals, no more boots. To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. Yes, we will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Fragrant as the ruby bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Alisaie has her task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? Is it not strange that we should be compelled to turn to one who betrayed both you and Goetsu to the Empire? I would say the fates made mock of us had I not met Hancock. Everything is in order, then let us proceed to Kurane Dori and find the master of the Shofu Shigpen. You might have had customers like those you described. So many people came through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase? No? Well, you can't blame a woman for trying. A Rogan, samurai, and a maiden? Never seen him. Now, if you don't have any business with me, make way for someone who does. Welcome, good madam, welcome. Will you be buying, or... Ah, so you've heard the tale of Rogran's samurai katana. Small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. Dare I hope you have found our pawnbroker? Excellent work, Yo. And that is the katana? There can be no doubt about it. It is Goetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Goetsu's survival. I suppose this could be a necessary cost in securing a safe return, yet it is not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I like how both are I'll pay or I could lend you the coin. Nay, my friend, grateful though I am for your offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Goetsu is alive and well. Yuguri, wait, the silence will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching truly, yet in matters of coin, would Mistress Tatru not expect it to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great, and we are not bound by honor to help a friend in... Are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I am sure Tatu will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. Now, if you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. But may I ask, sir, after we visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well then, I suppose there can be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly recommended those served at the Umineko tea house, and thither did they set off. Clamoring for dango, these can truly be the same people? It makes no sense. Some matter of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. If you're looking for your friends, you could do worse than try Umaku tea house for a second. The Goetsu I knew had little time for tea houses, no wine. This is the proprietor of the tea house. Let us find out what she knows. But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down Dango as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what I expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea, out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shikoze roastery, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So Goetsu makes for Doma, but this woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Goetsu. For all our success in tracing Goetsu's movements, how he came to be traveling with Yoetsu remains a mystery, to say nothing of this Dango business. While doubt remains over the identity of Goetsu's traveling companion, for now we can all but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there. The others all did their part. I am truly blessed to have such dependable comrades. I watched Gyudo meet with his Imperial associate, and I have to say I'm impressed. He has a symphonic down to a fine art. Apparently, Goto did his duty and then promptly excused himself. Couldn't bear a moment under Alice's withering gaze, I expect. While we were arranging the provisions, Soroban told me about his many business ventures. Honestly, his nose for profits puts mine to shame. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago. All went well at my end. Gyudo met with an Imperial officer and wheeled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugani came directly from Garlemald. Imperial space here had been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked up Goetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Goetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion's funds to buy Goetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's a contract of sale. Pray see the man is paid. Thal's beard, you agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alpha Note, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Goretsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Judging by your reaction, Mistress Tatu is none too pleased. I apologize if the katana has caused strife. What is the going rate for a priceless weapon, I wonder? And now I know who not to ask. Mistress Tataru seems in low spirits. Happily, my latest venture may prove just the tonic. Tataru seems rather vexed. Is she not ever the melodramatist? I am sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be right back. And we're back.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing. Yeah!
come.
An opening. Your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gozetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
the art of my forebears.
Release!
Gosetsu, thank the heavens!
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time?
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Are you coming with us? With you and yours at our side, we have naught to fear. Thank you, my friend. Few suffered more at Yatsu's hands than Goetsu. If this is his wish, so be it. As Tansui says, we should move on. It would not do for Yatsu to be seen here. Now, I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go see if I'm right. And here she is, just as I anticipated. I am only surprised she agreed to hold off until the Empire withdrew. I understand I have the science to thank for my katana's safe return. The samurai's blade is his soul, and no words will suffice to express my gratitude for uniting me with mine. Everyone's staring at me. Goetsu lives, all other considerations should pale next to that, and yet... Are we certain she is the real Tsuyu? Goetsu, thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Yo is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you, not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right. 'Tis past time we set sail. I for one would not keep Lord Hine waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we Tari, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojans bear no love for Yotsuya either. I shall deliver you to familiar shores near Ezuri, but out of the villagers' sight. We do well to give Izare a wide berth for everyone's sake. Though I only know of Yuetsu by reputation, this woman could scarce seem more different. Let us make haste for the city. Lord Hind must know of this. Another time, Tetsu. Our path takes us in a different direction. Are we going to that village? They might have dango. Here is where we part ways, my friends. I pray the reminder of your journey passes uneventfully. Yo, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. I promise to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sums spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tatsu's face. Oh, come along, Tatsu was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Goetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it with, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Sourbones, you'll give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us after all. As for me, I think I should look into drawing upon my personal funds. Eventually. I confess I never had much to consider that my state of personal finances until now. Confound it. He's absolutely mortified, isn't he? Well, maybe he'll think twice before making his next grand gesture. If he ever missed an opportunity to show me how much more mature and responsible he is, I'd sympathize. I mean, I do, to a point. But that doesn't mean I'm about to let him forget this. We must meet with Lord Hyde as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, which if there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me on the outskirts of Name. All is well? Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope, one which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it'll end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Tsuyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Gotetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've all come all this way. You must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds at pace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war, should they so desire it. There is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hine, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Goetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jafira is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now we have taken Yotsu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem unusual. If you would mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you would be better able to coordinate our response. Ah. And there I was thinking I was in charge, but you have the right of it. Go on then. I will mind the house. You seek the captain. He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone. As it happens, he did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the path had caught up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. All here know Jafira well. His movements will not have gone unnoticed. It should come as no surprise, but a number of the soldiers here were unsettled by Yatsu's arrival. Thankfully, Lord Hine was able to put their minds at ease for now. Captain Jafia, he was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on the duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? I see the trail led you here as well. This man says he saw Jafia leave. The captain went outside some few bells ago, and looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Goetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Goetsu too, it seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Alpha and I shall hold the fort.
Ah! By the Kami! Your Lord Ian! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Jifia can't be the only one here with a mortal fear of Yoetsu. She tormented these people. Lord Hein and Master Alphinaud look troubled. Something is afoot. Everyone is here. Good. There have been developments that demand our immediate attention. That her mere presence should sow such strife. I thank you for your help in the search. Goetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life of Jifia led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this, the Jifia I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depths of his terror. Even now, Yoetsu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Alright, how long have I been streaming? Two hours? Alright. I'm gonna call it here. As always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.